No more being nice for me. I'm badass. And if you can't handle that, go away now. Turn off, go and watch something else. Go and watch some kittens or some puppies. Well, I'm Helen, and I'm down here on the beach at Elwood near Melbourne. And I moved down here in January from the UK. If you're new here, welcome. Please subscribe, like, and do all the other things. The other day, somebody told me I was a nice person. And then I thought, to hell with that. I'm done with that being nice. Where's that got me in life? People pleasing, putting others before myself. And I'm not talking about being selfish in a bad way. I'm talking about neglecting what I want and my own needs. And I'm not doing that anymore. And, sorry, I'm walking on the sand is a bit soft because I'm so badass. Yeah, I was actually in the sea earlier. And I noticed that it's mostly women that go in the sea, because it's technically, we're coming up to winter now. It's still quite warm in the day, 15, 16 degrees, a bit windy, sea's cold because Antarctica's just down there. But I used to swim in the sea in the UK in the winter, sometimes in sub-zero temperatures, sometimes when it was snowing. That's how badass I am. And there was another woman swimming today, and she was pretty badass too. And she inspired me to be even more badass, because when she was getting changed, she just took her top off, tipped out, she didn't care. So when I came out, I sort of put my dress on straight over my bikini. Yeah, I'm pretty badass. I go in the sea in a bikini at the age of 61. I'm getting over what people think of my tummy. I've had 3 kids. That's how badass I am. I birthed 3 sons. And I thought, yeah, why should we women hide our bodies? You see the men down here with their moves all hanging out. They're not bothered. So why should we be? So why should we be ashamed of our bodies? If we want to get changed on the beach, let's just get changed on the beach. We're badass enough to go in the sea. When people are walking along the promenade there in their coats, we're badass enough to get our tits out as well. So what does not being nice mean? Well, if I was a nice person, I'd probably be married to a nice man, living in a suburb somewhere, having a couple of nice holidays a year in the sun. He would take care of me. And there's nothing wrong with that. When I was coming out here in January, or before that, when I booked my flight, I said to my friend, I'm never going to live an ordinary life, am I? I said, with half the cost of my flight, I could have signed up on a dating site, met a nice man, and settled down and lived an ordinary life. But I knew I wasn't meant to. I was coming out here to stay with a guy who I got drunk with in a bar last year. Although I've actually given up drinking now. And that's pretty badass too, I think, because you're going against what everybody else is doing. Because technically I should be retired now. When I started work 40 odd years ago, just over 40 years ago, the retirement age for women was 60. And I'm 61, I've still got another just over 5 years to go till I reach retirement age. But even if, retirement age was still 60, I'm definitely not ready to retire. My life is just beginning. And it's pretty badass to sell all your stuff, isn't it? Come here with just a suitcase and not knowing what's going to happen, what you're going to do, how things are going to evolve. Living in the moment. It's a pretty radical thing to do because it's embracing uncertainty, and life is uncertain, and that's pretty badass as well. So if you're with me and you want to join me in being badass, give me an emoji down below in the comments, and let's do this together. Let's take over the world. Let's not settle for a life that is less than. Let's ruffle a few feathers. If people don't like us, that's fine. That's their problem. We're not here to be nice. We're here to make the world a better place for everyone. And you've got to be badass to do that, because you've got to stand up against a whole lot of shit that's going on out there right now. So, thanks for watching. If I get any more ideas, I will be sure to share some more. I'm setting the intention now, making another promise that I'm going to be badass every day. I am done with being a nice person. If you don't like me, that's fine. But if you do and you want to be with me, you might see me down here on the beach get my tits out sometime. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. In the meantime, take care, go well, and lots of love. Bye.